Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new write-in. You're only getting me today because Sarah is getting sick. CJ has some not so fun issues to attend to, and well, it's during the holiday season, so everyone's busy doing something or working in between Christmas and the New Year's. I kind of considered not doing a stream at all because I'm feeling lazy and I'm a bit tired. But then I decided, you know what? No, actually, I'm going to do this. And if I'm too tired to write, I'm going to edit. So I plan to edit my first Owl Investigations book. I've written a little over half of it, I think. Let me just pull this up and get the project data. So yeah, I've written 22,000 words of an estimated 40,000. So yeah, I'm like halfway there, or maybe even a little better. But it's been a while since I started this. Some of the details are getting fuzzy, so it's the perfect time to edit because I'll catch anything that annoys me. And I'm supposed to start writing on this in January, early on, which means I still have like 2 days and a half to complete a novella that I've barely started. That's the For Just Don't book. Let's drink to that. This is just Coke, but I feel like that sort of news needs some hard liquor. But I rarely do that, so Coke will have to do. As you can see, I still have my reindeer antlers because it's still December, right? This will be the last stream where I can wear them. I wore them last night on the D&D stream. And fun fact, I was supposed to be on Sarah's stream. I was planning on being there. I even went to bed relatively early so that I could wake up, only I was such a mess after the book release yesterday that I went to bed and forgot to set the alarm. Yep, I did that because sometimes I'm stupid. Often enough. Well, okay, not stupid. I just was a bit too exhausted to think properly. I'm not sure you can see it now. Ares is now sitting directly behind my chair, but he'll probably get on the bed later and you'll see him there. Speaking of my setup, it's different, isn't it? That's because I moved my furniture again. Yeah. I might have a problem, slight problem, but here we are. I will do my best to make sure I see the chat at all times because it's just me today. So if I miss it, everybody misses it because the dog certainly will let me know that someone's chatting with me. If I make less sense than usual, I'm tired more than normal. No, I'm always tired. So I'm not making less sense than usual. It's about the same. So you're used to me. By the way, I'm Alina. I'm an author if you're new here. So the plan for today is to do 20-minute sprints of either editing or writing. I, for one, am going to start with editing, as I said. If I feel a bit more inspired, I'll switch to Don't Let Go, which is the fourth novella in the Just Don't series, and it will end the Van and Parker arc. Book 3 was just released yesterday. It's titled Don't Push Me Away. I'm happy about all of that. I'm also super tired. Apparently releasing 3 novellas in 1 month. It's not the most relaxing experience. Yeah, who knew? Who knew? Uh, everyone, Alina, everyone knew that. You knew that, and you did it anyway. I like how I talk to myself so much. Mm. So yeah, we're going to do 20-minute sprints and then take 10-minute breaks in between them. I do have the Crazy app that's super strict. I've advanced in rank, as you can see. I was all the way up to valuable asset, but then I didn't work for an entire day. I took one day off, December 26th, and I lost like 5 ranks, and I've regained 4 of them so far. And I'm pretty sure I'm not going to gain the last rank back today, at least, because I need to work for another 150 minutes to keep my rank today and 325 to advance. No, thank you. That may be something to do tomorrow. So, yeah. I I've done a lot of drawing today. I mean, I plan on drawing every morning and I try to do it with my coffee. It's fun. But then I didn't feel like doing much and I didn't want to just watch stuff. So I did the second drawing, which is too far away right now to show you. But you'll probably see it on my art Instagram, which is Alina versus Art, spelled Alina vs Art all together. I'll drop a link in the description if I remember. And yeah, I worked on that, and it looks really pretty. And it's something I saw on other channels where you have like a super dark background, preferably watercolor, and then you draw on top of that with a white pen. And I did that with the Posca white paint marker, white Posca pen, whatever. I have a white Posca pen, which is a paint marker, and is what I'm trying to say. And I use that. And I thought, oh, let's do something that looks a bit like a galaxy and then draw the outlines of roses with white. And then I was like, roses and space, and maybe I can make it into a Cowboy Bebop fan art of sort, because there are some roses in the intro and outro. Hi there. Is James? Yes, I've had a lovely Christmas, which means I've spent it with family and friends, and I went to bed early, I think. Yeah, I did go to bed early on Christmas Day. The day before that, not so much. I hope your Christmas was lovely as well. Um, I did try to pace myself with the food because there's a lot of food when families get together at Christmas. So I skipped lunch. Oh, sorry. I skipped breakfast and I skipped dinner. Hi, Michael. And only had the lunch thing at my boyfriend's parents. My mom and I were invited there. And you'd think that eating just one meal would be enough for you to be able to move, but no, because there was so much food, so much. I mean, if we're just talking desserts, there were 4 types of cookies and the cake. So yeah, that's what I did. It was fun though. It was really fun. And then I got home early evening and slept it off basically, and spent the entire next day sleeping it off. Because that's a lot of food. I mean, I did take dog out that day and the next day, so that's considered to be some sort of exercise. But that was my Christmas, and I got a lot of cute presents, and I spent Christmas morning playing with some of those presents because they were art supplies. I filmed that. It's on my art channel. Because because it makes sense. I'd film on Christmas because why not turn it into a half working day? So yeah, it was fun. Also reindeer antlers. I'm so happy with these. I mean, I've gotten them I've had them for a while. I think I bought them last year before Christmas. Yeah. and I had to put them away for a year. It was tough, and now I have them back, and I'm so happy. Probably doesn't help that I slept through some of the December streams that I was supposed to do or to be on, so I didn't get to wear them a lot. But you know, there's always next year. So oh yeah, we're about to start, so we're going to do that in a couple of minutes. If you guys want to share what you're working on today in the chat, please do. Like I said, I'm going to start with a bit of editing on my soon-to-come game mystery called Find Them and Don't Settle Down. It's the first book in the Owl investigation series, so hopefully I can get a lot done today. Because clearly I'm too sleepy to actually write, so I'm going to edit so that I feel like less of a waste for not working enough today. So I'm going to start my timer, and I'll see you back here at past. Until then, happy editing or writing. Oh, I only saw that now because YouTube is late with delivering chat messages again. What digital drawing tablet did you get? I got the Huion one. I can show it to you actually. But this was not for Christmas. This was something I got a few months back. It's really great. Hey, okay, there you go. It's really great for cover design, I find, because it's way easier to do a lot of photo manipulation with a digital tablet. But I do plan on using it in the future for more artsy stuff. But yeah, anyway, back to writing, everyone. Let's do this thing. And that's time, folks. I hope you did well. I got about a chapter and a half edited this time around. Okay. Hello, Chronicles of AJ. Sorry for not replying sooner. I write a bunch of stuff. I write sci-fi, now mystery, some contemporary, and some paranormal and urban fantasy stuff. And a huge chunk of that is LGBT fiction and romance. Not all of it, but a lot of it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And today we're going to the sprints. And this was our first one. We're going to take a break for 10 minutes and then start another 20-minute one. So I hope you join us for the sprint. Sorry, I'm just checking a few messages because for some reason, whenever I'm streaming, I get a whole lot of them. Oh, are you doing it for the Dream Spinner call? I saw that and I thought it was such an amazing theme and kind of easy to get inspiration for. And 297 words is a really, really good start. I need all the Coke in the world and I suspect it won't wake me up, but I'm going to persevere and did it. Okay, cool. I was thinking of writing something for that, if I actually have the time. I might not. Anyway, the good thing about taking a break from this project, because I was so overwhelmed with the Just Don't series, is that now as I'm reading through the mystery, I'm kind of really loving the characters and the situation. And that's good. That's good, because it means when I'm done editing, I'll want to write it. And to write it, I have to finish the Just Don't book. So that's how I trick myself into doing what I'm supposed to do. But yeah, it's great. I live on shame and peer pressure, and then when I don't have enough of that, I have to lure myself into writing what I want, what I need to write, and not always what I want to write. Well, the truth about that is that I don't want to write anything if it's under a deadline, because the procrastinator in me then decides, oh, but I'm not inspired to write this. I want to write something else. And usually I get around that by working on multiple projects at once. But when deadlines approach, I can no longer do that. Oh, that's so cool. It's always great to use your own experience. Now I'm really excited to read that. I can't wait to see it when it's finally out. Oh, Jesus, which means I'll add something to my TBR that's not even finished yet. Yay! I had a few ideas for that. And actually, if I'm honest, I was going to use a tiny bit of my personal experience for it as the premise, not my experience volunteering or anything. Because my volunteering is not that exciting. The only organization I volunteered for is an LGBT rights group. And I did that over the internet. So there's nothing appealing about writing press releases or creating Q&As or answering questions from travel bloggers. Yep, you do have those. And I think was the limit for this 20,000 or 15,000? I think I can't remember. I've seen that call for submissions, but it was during Christmas when I was either overworked or overeaten. Sounded as if something credited me. Yeah, okay, so it's 15K. That's good. That's not too bad. I mean, if you focus on bottom, the bottom number, 15K, it's not that bad. Once you get there, you can aim higher and higher. And yeah, I think so too. I think it was 15K, not 20. Because everything under 15K, I think they dub a short story. And I think they only take those for anthologies, which makes sense. Yeah, so I was talking about something before that, but I've forgotten, so it's fine. I have other things to share with you. And it's a personal frustration that I feel I need to talk about. Um, because we're talking about experience and you don't always have that, but people, do your freaking research. I kind of hate it when authors put their own frustrations into writing instead of doing the research, because that's how I ended up reading about a male actor who was super buff and cut, so he had a lot of muscle, and apparently the way he maintained that was by starving himself. And I was like, oh, Jesus, didn't you watch any of the transformation videos on YouTube? It's not that they have to starve themselves, it's that they have to ingest so much food to bulk up and then, get all those muscles that they grow tired of all that eating. And during filming, they do lose some mass, but if they wouldn't eat, they'd lose it so fast. They'd look horrible by the end of the movie. This starvation thing is kind of annoying. And funnily enough, a video popped up on my feed today, which was about a ballerina who you'd expect to eat nothing. And she actually, I think she eats twice as much as I eat because she works out anywhere between 4 to 7 hours a day, dancing and stretching and working out and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's kind of annoying. I know we don't know everything, but even Wikipedia would be a good resource for this. Like, it's tiring, it's exhausting. And I mean, in principle, it's not a big issue, but if you have any idea about how things work and you see something so wrong in a book, it will pull you out of the freaking story badly. And I didn't understand this before, and now I do, because I've seen this from other people who would mention like small errors about courses or about how the secret services work or about how elite military groups work. And they were like, okay, this was a tiny detail, but it was wrong. And it was wrong every time it was mentioned. And it annoyed me and pulled me out of the story. And to be honest, I did not understand it until now. Not much. And now I see it, and I'm going in my mind through all the books I've ever written and wondering, did I also do that? um, I probably did with some things, like maybe sci-fi. I might have gotten some science wrong. I'm not sure. But yeah, it got me worried. So my advice would be do your research, especially if it's not a complicated science issue, like whether faster than light travel is actually possible in any sort of future. If it's just a matter of watching a few videos that are highly entertaining on YouTube, maybe do that. Okay, so it's time to start another sprint. I just kick this into motion right now. So I shall see you all in 20 minutes. Okay, so that's another session gone. I've gotten another chapter and a half, so that's a total of 3 for today. I also played translator for my cousin for a little bit. Not that the person I was translating to had any idea what I was trying to say because the connection was bad. So yeah, that's the wrap up for my 20 minutes of sprinting. How did everyone else do? Great. Oh, and I got a lot more emails, obviously, as it happens when I'm streaming. So that you can hear the noise going on. It's still pretty good. I mean, you're over 500 for today, right, Michael? So it's good. You're definitely doing better than me. I have 0 words written today, but I've edited 3 chapters, so that's a thing. It's weird because the more I read into this story, the more I enjoy it, and I really can't wait to finish it and share it with all of you. I think it's going to be a fun one. And, you know, it's also the start of a new series, so that's also exciting. Oh, yeah. I know some people do that. I just can't. It would just break my flow. I'm thinking of sort of editing as I go, as in writing a few chapters, then going through them, then writing some more. I don't know. It might be a thing that I do, especially if I switch between projects, because then I guess it tends to be a bit messier if you write on more of them on the same day. But we'll see how that goes. It might also make it easier to edit at the end, because then I just have to read through it once and that's it. But when I'm actually drafting, I can't edit. If I stop and try to change things as I go, I never go anywhere, because I just lose my train of thought and it pulls me out of the flow. But I guess it's cool if you do it as you go, because then less work when you're done, which is like another way to get to the same place. What are you doing? What's wrong? Okay. Did you play? Did you play? No? Trying to make him sit somewhere where he's not bugging me. Oh yeah, if that works for you, I think that's the way you should go. I'm a huge advocate of doing what works best for you. Because if you're a total pantser and you try to plot the hell out of your story, you're probably not going to get very far if that's not your flow. If you edit as you go and try not to, it will probably drive you insane. So what works for one person might not work for the next one, but getting worse done works for all of us in the end. So how we go about that, less relevant. Okay, can you go now? No, just sit there. I don't know what's with my dog. He can ignore me for hours when I'm doing any kind of work, but if I'm streaming or filming a video, he gets needy and needs to be petted right now, like right away. And if that doesn't work, he'll usually find the one spot where he's entirely visible and then start licking his private parts. Because why not? Luckily now the only place he can do that and be visible on camera is on my bed, and it doesn't typically do that yet. Fingers crossed he doesn't start, because I can't always pay attention, especially if I'm involved in a conversation or in my writing. And I did have a few incidents where I was busy filming a video, and then in editing I just noticed him completely exposed to the world to see. So I had to blur that in editing. It was fun. Not really. But yeah. By the way, I have all my Christmas lights on. And I will keep going like that until sometime in January. Because why not? And they also got some fairy lights that are kind of generic. And that means I can use those all year long. Yeah, I know that's how dogs behave, but his knack for finding the one place where everyone can see is surprising. Like, no matter how I move my furniture, he finds that perfect angle to expose himself to the entire world while I'm on camera, which is, well, I mean, I guess that's a skill. I mean, I don't know how to monetize that skill, but it's a skill nonetheless, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. By the way, we have less than 3 minutes until the next sprint, so get ready. And in the meantime, if there are any questions, I mean, I have a feeling it's only Michael and me writing at this point, but you know, it's fine. We can talk about other things during the breaks as well. It's not a problem. Oh, I have a dislike on this stream. It's the first one I've had on one of these streams ever. Yay! I feel like that needs celebrating. Which is, yay! I mean, interaction on the video, folks. I live for that. It gets me more views. It's fine. But it's just. Oh my god. It's funny sometimes. Quite fun. Okay, dog settled for now. That's good. And I'm kind of itching to get to the writing part, and I can't right now until I edit all of this. It's a very weird feeling because earlier today the thought of writing was exhausting, and now I'm like, I'm so ready to do that. But guess what? It's the wrong project to want to write. Yeah, I'm killing it. I'm killing this being organized bit. Oh my god, I can't wait for next year. Like next year, I'm not going to be on any publishing schedule. I'm just going to write stuff, and when they're done, set the publishing bit. But I'm not going to create a drafting schedule anymore, not really, nor focus on one specific project. I'm just going to rotate a few, and hopefully it gets less overwhelming like that. I'm not sure yet, but yeah. Okay, final 15 seconds, so we're almost there. We will talk again at 6:30 after This print is done and go. And that's time. I hope you did well on this session. I got 2 chapters and change edited, so better than previous ones. And it's going pretty well. The edit is kind of light, other than interesting facts, like I changed the surname of a character one chapter to another. At least their first names are all intact so far. I mean, I'm on chapter 6 of 18. There's still time. So if you find anything useful on this channel, then by all means, please sub. Nice going, Michael. You're like going at a steady pace, which is good. It means it's sustainable. The next sprint, which will start in a little under 9 minutes, will be the last one for today. And I'm going to wrap up after that. But I'm kind of more awake now after a few sessions of editing. I feel ready to tackle more. So I think that after the stream, I'll take a little break and maybe get some writing done today. But for now, I'm sticking with editing because I feel like if I switch too soon, I won't do much after all. So there's that. What are you going for, Michael? Oh, I do that sometimes. I do it. I also switch from first person present to first person past, or the other way around, because I use different things on different projects, and if I switch between them, I keep the person and tense from the previous one. But what I wanted to ask is, what are you aiming at? Are you going for a novella, or do you want this to be a full novel? Because I'm a bit curious about that. And for the third person, are you doing third person limited, or are you going for omniscient? Novella. Okay, cool. I'm just asking to have an idea of how big the project is. That's the only reason. I feel like I've been writing a lot of novellas lately. And with the mystery series is like, it's debatable. Okay, I got it. I mean, they're 40,000 words, so depending on which classification you go by, it's either a long novella or a novel. And I'm also working on the Witch series, which is urban fantasy, and those are full-length novels. So I feel like I'll get more bigger books done this year. But wait, no, I'm full of crap because I released the third Bad Blood book this year, so I did do a novel too. But everything else was novellas, even if most of them were on the longer side. Do you have a preference for them? Novella versus novel? I don't think I do. I mean, novellas are faster to write, I guess. So it's a faster type of gratification, but novels are fun too. I get a lot more room for character development, and there's always a lot of room for more torture for my characters. So I can go like full gore and bloody on them. So why not? I could go with either, I guess. And because I'm a hypocrite, the dog was bothering me earlier because he was too demanding. But now that he's sleeping, like he's completely passed out, He also annoys me because, hey, I'm working. Why are you sleeping? I have issues, clearly. But I mean, if you've ever been on my channel before, or if you've watched any of my videos, or if you know me in any other capacity, that shouldn't be a big surprise. I don't think. Um, I've never tried to make it a secret that I have my own quirks and weirdness. Um, don't think I'd succeed if I tried anyway. So yeah, I think I'm going to just skip the rest of the break and start the final sprint because that will allow me more time to wrap up before I have to end this live stream. So let's just start now and sprint for 20 minutes. And I will see you after that. that's a wrap for this sprint. I got a little over 2 chapters edited again, which is pretty cool. That means I've edited 7 chapters during the stream, and I've started on the 8th one. Not exactly halfway through, but close enough. I'm like 40% into it. So I guess that's good. How did everyone do? I hope you had a productive session as well. A bit of admin stuff before moving forward. Sarah, not Sarah, Jesus Christ. Claire Cavter and I were supposed to do a Descent into Madness stream tomorrow. That's not happening. Claire is not feeling very well. She got a nasty cold. So because of that, everything we've got going on at the beginning of the year and her trip later in January, we decided to just skip this one and do it on January 27th. And within that Descent into Madness stream, we're going to discuss our 2018 overall, how we did in December and how we did in January. And as usual, we're going to talk publishing, writing, and our generally crazy goals. And on Monday, so not on Monday, is it on Monday? Wait, I'm bad with this. No, on Tuesday. On Tuesday, January 1st, I will be on Jazz's stream with Amber and Amber Craft. I don't know if anyone else will be there. We're going to do a January 1st stream, probably talk a bit about our goals and writing plans and things like that. I will add details in the description of this live stream when I have them. And that's about it. Other than that, it will be a new year with very much the same thing. Videos from me, live streams, the works. I still need to post a bullet journal video or a couple of bullet journal videos with my January setup, my yearly roundup, and all of that. And I think all of that will be posted before the new year. And immediately after the new year, I'll get back to the AuthorTube series I started, and I will post a video about how to make your AuthorTube experience better. I hope you stick around for all of that. I've been working hard on all of those projects, so I hope you enjoy them. I know I posted quite a few videos at the end of December. I'm kind of getting back to my normal because, the broken leg and everything took me from 3 to 4 videos a week to 3 to 4 a month, which is not great, but I'm back, I'm here, I'm doing everything I can. In other announcements, I had a book release yesterday. My 3rd book in the Just Don't series was released. It's called Don't Push Me Away. Sorry, I'm getting super tired. It's called Don't Push Me Away. And at the same time, the 4th book, which is Don't Let Go, and the final story in the Ven and Parker arc is now up for pre-order. It's going to be released on January 23rd. I hope you've enjoyed the series so far, if you're reading it, and that you look forward to what's coming next. And another big thing, Smashwords is having a really huge sale. Actually, it's their winter sale, and I've discounted my entire catalog for it. So all of my books are discounted by at least 25%, but most of them, meaning the box sets and some individual books in series, are 50% off. And as a sort of Christmas present to all of you, my gay sci-fi story, Craving Stains, is free on Smashwords. I will add all the information in the description down below. I forgot to say it before the stream, but I will do it the moment the stream is done. So yeah, if you're looking for some books to read, check out the sale, especially my books. And that's it for the self promo. Thank you everyone for being here today and writing with me and chatting with me in the live chat. I've had fun and I managed to get some things done. And yeah, remember that if you know you have to work and you really don't feel like it, doing a stream is really good because it shames you into working, which is what happened for me today. My antlers are going to say goodbye as well. I'm going to retire them until next year in December, when I'm pretty sure they're going to make a comeback. I hope you all have a great Saturday, no matter the time of day. It's 7 p.m. here, so I'm going to work for a couple more hours, I guess, and then call it a day. So yeah, that's it for now. Look out for new videos. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I shall see you very soon. Bye. Oh yeah, and subscribe if you haven't already, because that helps me. And maybe like this live stream or dislike it as the other person who didn't enjoy it much. So yeah, see you soon.